Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Sound. This is a new channel which I'm making that is a little bit more focused on more creative tricks towards getting unconventional sounds, just playing with effects and stuff like that in ways that are a little less standard. Today we're going to be focusing on creating a multi-tap delay using Audio Effects Rack. And because it's an audio effects rack, it's going to allow a lot more flexibility and stuff like that that you're not normally going to get in, say, like a standard standalone multi-tap delay. And how that works exactly, you'll see shortly as the video goes on. For anybody that's not familiar with multi-tap delays are more delays that are kind of focused on making rhythmic patterns that usually don't feedback, though sometimes they do. So you could have a delay, what's called a delay tap that comes on a quarter note, and then another one comes on, say, a 7/16 note, and then another one comes a measure later and stuff like that. And so we're going to be creating that using the Audio Effects Rack. So let me go ahead and get started. I have a drum kit here, and it's basically just going to be playing a kick that repeats so that you can hear the pattern. So first I drop an Audio Effects Rack here, and then I would go ahead and drop a delay. Just a simple delay will work. You want to kind of change the settings a little bit so that it fits the occasion. And for this, you would want it to be 100% wet, and you want no feedback. And then this is basically just suits the purpose of being just one delay tap. Now, another important part of this is going to be the chain list here. So this is the signal chain so far, and if I drop other effects in here, they're going to be running in serial, so a delay feeding into a reverb and so on and so on. But if I drop the effects in here, it's going to run the effects in parallel, so that it's running multiple effects side by side instead of front to back, basically. So this delay's already got the settings that I want, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. Paste it and paste it. And so for this example, I'm just going to have three taps, three delay taps, and then I'm going to create one more chain. This is going to be my my dry chain, and I'm just going to rename it to keep it easy. All right, so right now you're just hearing just the one kick there. I bring in another delay tap. So say if I want this one to be an eighth note, and then bring in a second one. I think I'll keep that one the way that it is. So this one's an eighth note, this one's a 3/16, and then I'll add in a 5/16. Okay, so already we have something a little bit more interesting, but do keep in mind that you have the ability to adjust the volume on these to create some more dynamics and stuff like that. You could play with the panning a little bit too, which is a lot of fun. But where things get really interesting is the fact that any effects that you have, any plugins that you have, can be dropped into each individual multi-tap. All right, so the idea there is that you could have one tap, like this one, for example, could have a comb filter on it, or like a phaser, or something like that. This one can be distorted. This one could be running through like a cabinet simulator or something to that effect. Or a guitar amp sim or something like that. And just for the sake of keeping things simple, I have an example of that I've already built. And I'll go ahead and bring that up here. All right. Okay. So right now for this one, this is the one that I've already built, and all the delay taps are off. And I'll just go ahead and play just the sound by itself. It's just a really simple, kind of boring but slightly off rhythm melody playing through a synth. And then I'm just going to bring in each delay tap. So this first delay tap has a frequency, a ring modulator running through it. Okay, that one is set to, what was that, 3/8, and then I'll bring in 3/8 notes, and now I'm just going to bring in the second tap. This one's got isotope trash, which is like a wave shaper distortion. Also, you obviously can hear that it's panned right too. So it's I think it makes things a lot more interesting. And then I have the last delay tap here running through Simplon, which is a filter. It's a much better filter, far superior filter than like the filters that the Ableton delays come with. Okay. Here's just the dry signal by itself. Okay, so yeah, I would say that this delay obviously has made some pretty significant changes to the synth melody that we heard before. Okay. So anyways, I hope that this maybe inspired some ideas for something that you could do within your own music projects. I'm going to have other videos that revisit multi-tap delays because I've got a lot of other ideas of stuff that you can do with multi-tap delays, like for example making drum rolls and stuff like that. I'll dig a little bit deeper into that later. In future videos I'm going to be digging into stuff like different types of distortions, different things like granular synthesis, building other different types of effects chains. So click like if you liked this video, and subscribe, and I'm hoping to put out new stuff here in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.